We will die for you. We will take a bullet for you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
DJ, you understand?
A video showing suspended Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department EMPD Acting Chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi pledging unwavering loyalty to City Manager Imogen Mashazi has sent shockwaves through the Matlanga Commission. The footage, played before the inquiry on Thursday, captures a festive scene believed to be Christmas gathering, where Mashazi is surrounded by colleagues singing and clapping in her honor. In the midst of the celebration, Mkhwanazi, casually dressed in a white t-shirt, points towards Mashazi and declares, "We will die for you, I will take a bullet for you." Mashazi's smiling response, "Thank you so much." The video was handed to the commission by former Ekurhuleni Human Resources Head Xolani Ncinza, who testified that he obtained the clip from a source in 2024. He said it vividly demonstrated that Mkhwanazi's allegiance was to Mashazi personally, not to the municipality, and said this is beyond an anomaly. "It means I'm loyal to you, not to the municipality." Ncinza further explained that his involvement in the matter stemmed from criminal investigation once launched against him over alleged misrepresentation of qualifications. He was later cleared of any wrongdoing after a review confirmed his credentials were legitimate. During questioning, Co-Commissioner Sisi Baloyi raised concerns about the appropriateness of a subordinate expressing such devotion to a superior and said, "Would it ever be acceptable for an employee to say, 'I would die for you'?" Ncinza was unequivocal in his response and said, "Absolutely not. That will only make sense if you were a VIP protector, not a city official. This goes far beyond an anomaly. It implies personal loyalty to an individual rather than to the institution itself." Meanwhile, the Matlanga Commission has been told that suspended Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department EMPD Acting Chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi allegedly forged an official document to grant policing powers to a private security firm linked to an alleged criminal kingpin. Former head of human resources in the city of Ekurhuleni, Xolani Ncinza, testified that Mkhwanazi fabricated a memorandum of understanding MOU between the municipality and Cat VIP, a security company reportedly tied to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, a figure long suspected of underworld activity, and said there is no memorandum of understanding that existed between the municipality and Cat VIP. What existed was a draft, and the draft is simply that. He described the document as grossly dishonest, explaining that it was never approved by the city manager or the municipal council. Instead, it was circulated as an official agreement, misleading internal departments and the public alike. According to Ncinza, the fake MOU falsely claimed that the EMPD reported directly to Mkhwanazi, a structural misrepresentation that allegedly allowed him to manipulate internal processes and extend undue privileges to Cat VIP. The commission also had disturbing details about what has been dubbed the Blue Lights Scandal, a scheme in which private vehicles linked to Matlala were illegally registered under the municipality's name and fitted with police emergency lights, and said these were private cars disguised as official ones. If stopped, their drivers could claim to be acting for the EMPD. The risks were obvious. The fraudulent MOU and the blue light scheme, as I said, were part of a coordinated attempt to legitimize Cat VIP's operations, giving the company the appearance of being an extension of law enforcement. As I further alleged that internal efforts to hold Mkhwanazi accountable were deliberately obstructed. He singled out EMPD HR head Linda Kasheka, who allegedly refused to take disciplinary action, and former city manager Imogen Mashazi, whom he accused of protecting Mkhwanazi. He said, "When I tried to extend Mkhwanazi's suspension, Mashazi phoned me angrily and said, 'You think this municipality is yours?' It was clear she didn't want him touched." In April 2023, Ncinza approved a disciplinary tribunal to probe Mkhwanazi and several EMPD officials for theft, robbery, extortion, kidnapping, and bribery. However, the process was later halted after the Independent Police Investigative Directorate warned that imminent arrest could compromise the disciplinary proceedings. Nxisa's testimony painted a grim picture of systematic corruption within the Ekurhuleni municipality, one marked by collusion, abuse of power, and deliberate obstruction of justice. Nxisa also revealed that former city manager of Ekurhuleni, Dr. Imogen Mashazi, stopped the disciplinary action against the suspended EMPD acting chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi, and weeks later ordered a 600,000 rand salary increase for 2 officials who shielded him. According to Nxisa, the reward was meant for Linda Kasheka and Advocate Kemi Bahiri, who remained loyal and followed protocol. He affirmed that the timing was no coincidence, and said the disciplinary charges stopped on June 20. 2 weeks later, a report appeared recommending 600,000 rand increases for Kasheka and Bahiri, and said that report had no basis. They were still on probation, barely 4 months into their appointments. This happened in 2023, between March and July. Nxisa described the salary boost as a token of appreciation from Mashazi to those who aligned themselves to her instructions. He said, "I can only suggest or opine, but thank you, you are aligning yourselves to the instructions. You have aligned yourselves to the instructions. You have aligned yourselves to what I was as a city manager. My person is not to be touched, and you have ensured that my person is not touched. Here is the increase." Nxisa said the report recommending the pay hikes offered no justification, no new responsibilities, performance reviews, or structural changes in the intervening months, and said what was in March is exactly what was in July, yet suddenly they were awarded massive increases. Commission co-chair Advocate Sisi Baloyi questioned the legitimacy and also the agreement of the move, noting that there was no policy or contractual clause supporting such a raise during probation. Said there's a regulatory framework that sets upper limits for municipal managers' remuneration, determined by Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. He added that there's simply no provision for arbitrary adjustments like this.
Mr. Nxisa, we were in the annexure bundle.
Yes, ma'am.
We were on page 54 of the annexure bundle. And we were wrapping up your discussion as it relates to paragraph 39.1 of your witness statement.
Yes, ma'am.
A concluding question on this aspect. In your exchange with the commissioners, you indicated that one of the concerns you had concerning this document was that it was essentially a bearer document, meaning it applied in the hands of whoever possessed it, and that it therefore purported to bind the municipality to an endless working relationship in that context. Is that a fair reflection of your concern there?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you.
But just before we stop off, can I just indicate one more concern?
Please do.
This letter, commissioners, if you recall during the lockdown period on COVID-19, you know, we had similar letters, but these are letters that were given to essential services workers for them to go to work. You know, what those letters did is that even if you met the army, the police, and everybody else, you issue this letter, they let go of you. You know, they don't even search your car, they don't do anything. And you would note that, indeed, one of the biggest problems is there's a lot of trafficking of illicit goods. You know, so a person bearing this letter would be able to traffic goods and all sorts of things. You know, this really raised that concern because this was done in 2021, and you know, we were still as a country still dealing with issues that related to COVID-19, and now all of a sudden you've got people that are saying these cars, wherever they move inside and outside of the jurisdiction of the municipality.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.